So first of all, I must thank both our chief guests, corporate luminaries, our students and our faculty, all of whom are here on this event. I think it's a big event for us, and it's a big event for the team, because to put this event in perspective, 1 year ago, the faculty of SPJIMR went into a room and we created a vision statement. And when we created that vision statement, we then voted on the top initiatives that we want to pursue. And this issue of a program for women returning to the career was the #1 priority selected by the faculty. So it's not my vision, it's not the vision of any one person, it's the vision of the faculty as a collective body. And that's why I'm happy that the collective body is here as we kind of launch this event and take it forward. A few words, I think when we did that vision statement, there were two things that we spoke about. And one thing that we did speak about briefly was we talked about refreshing our brand. Now, we will have on the panel Lulu Raghavan from Landor, who's been working with us on the brand. That's the new logo that you see. And there are two dimensions there that I think it is useful to kind of briefly emphasize. That when we looked at the institution and we asked many of our stakeholders, who is a film figure who is representative of SPJIMR, who we are and what we want to be, and the character that came out was Funsuk Wangru from Three Idiots. And the dimensions there are authentic, grounded, innovative, socially sensitive, and dynamic. And those are the dimensions you see in those 5 stripes. You also see Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, which is our parent, and 300,000 students pass through the doors of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan every year. It is one of 2 institutes of national eminence recognized by the government of India. The other is Ramakrishna Mission. So these are the dimensions of the brand, and that is one dimension we want to talk about. The second thing that we want to talk about briefly is, as an institute, we want to be a school of management and not a business school. So we are more than a business school. And what does that mean? It means that management as a discipline has the power to contribute to multiple walks of life and multiple dimensions of society. And the dimension that we chose to address is, we say that in India, there is a large pool of educated, talented, and capable women who exit the workforce for 2 reasons. One reason is personal choice. The other reason is that we stay in a patriarchal society. And sometimes the adjustments in that society tend to be one-sided. Now, this talented pool wants to come back. And when they want to come back, they face issues. So the issues that they face is they've been away for a long time. So there is one issue of confidence. Some of their skills may need to be refreshed, and some of their networks may need to be refreshed. Parallelly, however, we should not also look at this stepping away from the workforce as something that says they have gone away from the corporate. In the process, they have brought up children, managed the family, managed the household, looked after aging parents. So in the process, there is also significant growth that has happened in terms of emotional intelligence and personal growth. So having said all this, what is the role of a program like this? I have a very simple analogy. Think of it as somebody who's driving on a bylane, and the speed on the bylane is 40 miles per hour. And there's a freeway. The speed on the freeway is 80 miles per hour. You can't go straight from that bylane to the freeway. You will hold up traffic. What we are saying is, we will create an interim lane where you can go from 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, and 70 to 80. So you will merge seamlessly into the freeway and hit the ground running. That is the core concept of this program. It's a privilege to be here. It's a privilege to launch the program. Thank you, all of you, for being here. I'll set the stage for the next speaker. Thank you.
Opt out of corporate life primarily due to family commitments, be it caring for children, aging family members, parents. There are an equal number of cases where women choose to step outside of corporate life to recalibrate, pursue other skills, or simply take a break. Unfortunately, getting back on track post a work break is difficult. But we need a mindset change here. Taking a break must not be construed as being detrimental to one's career. It is all right to take a break, and such decisions must be respected. Like Ranjan mentioned about a car at 40 and 80, I would like to say a Formula 1 car race performs better at a pit stop. After a pit stop, a Formula One performs better. What does he do at the pit stop? At the pit stop, it's a break. And somehow everyone recognizes the benefit of this break. At the F1 pit stop, the race driver is fully aided with a trained and synchronized team who seamlessly work together, ensuring that the car is recharged, refueled, and ready to take on the next 10-20 laps. So let me draw a similarity here. The innovative and talented SPJIMR team is fully geared to recharge and reinvigorate women who have the potential to be leaders. Women who have taken a break from their careers. The pit stop here comes in the form of an 11-month program called MPW. This promises to be a very exciting initiative as corporates and academia work together on a program that focuses on mentoring, nurturing, and working towards a collective commitment of strengthening diversity at the workplace. Despite all the challenges, it is also important to recognize that in India today, there are a number of women who have done exceedingly well in their careers and are at the helm of their organization. These women, by default, become role models for others to emulate.
This is a landmark moment for all of us at SPJIMR as we take a road less traveled to launch a program that is specially designed to reintegrate women returning after a break into the corporate leadership pipeline. So global research and our own preliminary research tells us that the family work paradox often causes women to take a break from their careers, leading to a shrinking leadership pipeline for women in organizations. So there are several intrinsic as well as external factors which come in the way when these qualified and talented women wish to return to their workplaces and rejoin their careers. So MPW, Management Program for Women, aims to build a platform for women who have taken a break to relaunch their careers into their chosen fields. MPW is a program which is more than just a management program. So I would like to share a bit about it. It has been specially designed to refresh relevant knowledge and skills, as the Dean just told us, to develop confidence and nurture leadership capabilities in our women participants. The program will begin this year, later in December. We'll start with 1 month of onboarding with blended learning courses, followed by 11 months of intense full-time courses. The program architecture is quite unique. It focuses in 4 learning domains. First, to develop industry-relevant skills and knowledge in various functional areas aligned with the changing business landscape. Second, to sharpen the strategic competencies required by women to navigate their careers in an environment which is complex, which is uncertain, which is volatile, while they are building trust, collaboration, and synergies. Third, to nurture participants' innate leadership style and strengths, wherein they realize their true leadership potential. And finally, to enable them to integrate and apply their learnings aligned with their beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors.
Yeah, it's a very important question. So if you really talk to a person or a woman who's coming back after a few years, what are the kind of questions the person has in her mind? Apart from the knowledge gap, the fact that am I ready, have I lost out somewhere? I think the bigger issue is, do you think there is a place for me to come back? It also kind of touches on the self-efficacy part, the confidence part. So I think what this program is doing is excellent. It's building not just helping them with the knowledge gap, skills enhancement, but also mentoring the facilities which will help them bring out the confidence, and the best part, the networking opportunities and the partnering with the companies that will help them actually go through this systematic approach to getting back to corporate. And I think that's a brilliant part about the program. Okay, so I think you'll have to look at it in 2 ways. One is the person who's coming back still a valuable asset in terms of knowledge and skills, in terms of the value add? Other is the corporate able to create a place for a person to come back? So I think it needs to be worked on both sides. One is making sure that they are able to come back in the right profile and not a marginalized profile. They should be able to have a path in front of them. And the other part is, for example, support in terms of policies and infrastructure. I believe a lot of banks have creches. I believe a lot of companies are giving both the mother and the father leave to work from home. I think these are the things which corporate can, through policies and infrastructure, making it available, will help a woman come back.
To bring back 50% of the leaked women talent in mid-careers is going to be a Herculean task. It's going to require a lot of collaborative efforts from the society, from corporates, from academia, and most importantly, the woman herself. And it's a great initiative by SPJIMR to launch a program called Management Program for Women, meant for women who want to return back to workplace, because it's going to help them get skilled and also network with corporate India, and thus improve the chances of getting employment back. Women as such have always been considered as ambassadors of change, not just at workplace but even in families. And I think they bring in diversity, they bring in a healthy balance of thoughts into the organization. And I think it's not just women that are returning back to work, but women talent in general. And that's the reason why it's important, a strategic call of organizations to ensure that they have equal seat on their tables.